On the morning of Monday, September 2nd, 2024, Montgomery County Fire and Rescue units were dispatched to the intersection of Forest Glen Road and Georgia Avenue for the report of a cyclist struck. MCFRS personnel arrived and found the patient to be lying on the roadway, suffering from an apparent medical emergency. Witnesses stated that the patient was riding his bicycle in a group, and when they stopped at the traffic light, the patient fell over onto the roadway. The other riders called 911 for assistance as the patient was unresponsive. On arriving at the patient's side, MCFRS personnel quickly determined that the patient had a very weak pulse with agonal breathing. Crews worked together to assess the patient's vitals and placed him on the cardiac monitor, where they found him to be in ventricular tachycardia. At this time, the patient stopped breathing, so high-performance CPR was started with ventilations assisted via bag valve mask. The crews placed AED pads on the patient and defibrillated him. Chest compressions were resumed, vascular access was obtained via IO, and epinephrine and amiodarone were administered. At the second pulse check, the patient was in asystole, but was back in ventricular tachycardia at the third pulse check. The patient was defibrillated a second time, and additional doses of epinephrine and amiodarone were administered, after which the patient converted back into asystole. The crews continued to provide high-performance CPR until achieving a return of spontaneous circulation at the sixth pulse check, approximately 16 minutes after the initial 911 call. At this point, the patient had sustained strong palpable pulses. The patient's airway was secured via a supraglottic airway device, and the patient was packaged for transport to Holy Cross Silver Spring. En route to the hospital, the crews monitored the patient's condition and vitals, provided assisted ventilations, established a second vascular access site, and consulted with Holy Cross via EMRC. Upon arrival to the hospital, care was transferred to the waiting emergency department staff. The patient was intubated and stabilized in the ED prior to being transferred to the intensive care unit, where his condition continued to improve. The patient was extubated on September 18th and then transferred to White Oak Medical Center, where he underwent open heart surgery. Thanks to the knowledge and skills of the Montgomery County Fire and Rescue crews on the scene and excellent care provided by the staff at Holy Cross Silver Spring and White Oak Medical Center, the patient was discharged to a rehabilitation facility and then home to his grateful family, neurologically intact, on October 14th, 2024. Montgomery County Fire Rescue Service is proud to recognize our personnel, their dedication, professionalism, and teamwork.